Alright, so I've updated my AI a little bit. Let's see if I can demonstrate some of that right now. Okay, I added some handles here so I can actually see what I'm doing a little better. So now my AI will just kind of point out where it's going and everything. Both kind of wandering. Let's see. This sheep is going to eventually try and run from this monster. Alright, all of these sheep are all running from where they thought there used to be monsters. It's a little inaccurate in that regard, but it updates pretty slowly, so see, like, the sheep now realize that the monsters used to be there. And I have one sheep trying to run away from the player. These sheep over here are all trying to get food. Only one of them can get food, so there's going to be some hungry sheep there. Let's just run this a little bit. So let's see. The sheep are a lot more likely to try and run away from enemies than from the player. A lot of the sheep apparently just realized the enemy was right there. All these sheep are all trying to go after this piece of food here. Overall, the AI is a bit better. Still need to make them a little more likely to run away from the player. They will, but they're a little more reluctant to run away from the player than they are from, like, enemies and stuff. Oh yeah, I also have weather now. The weather, like the rain and stuff, it's going to eventually make all the terrain, like, wetter and stuff, which could be good if you want to grow more grass, or could lead to floods and mudslides, which would be bad because it might wash away your sheep. Eventually the weather will sometimes, well, eventually it'll turn sunny and stuff, but right now it looks like we're in kind of a wet season at the moment. When it turns sunny, the land will dry up, and that can be good if there's, like, extra flooding and stuff, but it can also end up drying out the land. This is going to be like sunbeams and stuff. So you could end up in a drought or something, and you won't be able to feed your sheep. All sorts of stuff can happen with the weather. There's still a great deal that I need to work on when it comes to that. Avoidance behavior is still kind of working-ish. I've been playing around with some other avoidance behavior. Well, at least trying to figure out the really easy way to do it. There isn't really an easy way, but I'm still playing with it anyways. Let me turn off my AI, my generic stuff, and go to my sheep. Disable all the other stuff. So now they'll just run away from the player. So, this is what I currently have for AI for running away from the player. It's pretty good and everything, but not as good as it could be. Let's see. I've been messing around with a few different types of stuff, just like 1 or 2 lines of code, but it could make a big impact if I could actually figure out how to use it well. So I have this behavior which I rather like. I hope to somehow incorporate this new type of avoidance behavior. I like that they all kind of will scatter about. I'm going to eventually use that when they, like, really mass panic. The problem is that some sheep will start to orbit you, and the rest will start to panic and run away from you. As to why this is, I haven't really figured it out yet, since it's pretty much just 2 lines of code, where I just normalize the direction of the player. This actually could be really useful for, like mobs attacking, because eventually they'll all, like, start pushing you away in some random direction that they end up doing. But that's not really what I'm using right now. I might use that more for mobs or something. Let's see. Currently, I would like to just stick with something more along these lines, where I'm still normalizing it, I'm just not translating to that position. I think it looks a little more natural for, like, groups and stuff. It's a little shaky though, which, I mean, it could just say, like, the sheep are all scared or something, but it would be kind of cool if I could get them to not bunch up so much. I like that once you, like, get really far away, eventually they'll just figure out where to not shake. They'll just kind of, like, push each other away enough from the normalization. It's kind of cool. Eventually I want to get more in this direction. They're just really slow in trying to move them as a group. And I still haven't fixed the one problem with actually moving through them. As you see, that's not quite the behavior I want. I like them all kind of like just run away from you as opposed to be able to push yourself through them. So anyways, small updates, yeah, but at least it's some updates. The AI is all kind of there-ish. That's all.